Hello everyone, this is Herb from World of Walt coming to you live from Epcot. Today is Saturday morning and I have a fast pass for Journey into Imagination, so I hope you can join me. It's a little after 10 o'clock and it's a sunny and bright day here in Central Florida. A little on the warm side, maybe around, I don't know, lower 90s. Beautiful day. So I hope you can join me. Got a fast pass for Journey into Imagination. Hope you're a Figment fan. I know that I am. I just went on the ride and the internet connection was pretty good, although it did cut out during the smell the smell scene. I don't know if it was because of the skunk or that was just an issue with the connection. So it may break out a little bit, but for the most part it should be pretty good. Hi Kim, good morning. Glad you could join me. Hi Maddie, never been to Epcot. Well, I'm glad that you can join me here today. Hi Mike from London, thanks for joining. And hi Tasha. Nathan, good morning. Hi Joe. All right, it's Saturday morning. Thanks everyone for joining me. Let's go for a ride on Journey into Imagination. Michael says, great place to cool off. I agree. Hello Leanne, good morning. Hey Phil, thanks for joining me. It's warm today, but you know, it's not as hot as it has been. Lynn says, loves it. Good. Danielle says it's one of her favorites. Actually, I like it a lot too. Again, welcome everyone. Journey into Imagination at Epcot. Thank you. Gerald, good morning from Michigan. Nice to see you. And Rachel, hi from Fort Lauderdale. Leah asks about the temperatures. I would say lower 90s so far. I just noticed this. Check out the purple phone. That's cool. Rose is going to be here in 55 days. Good morning, Samantha. Glad you could join me. Angie says, thanks for taking us. Glad to do it. And hello, Stacy from Canada. Welcome to the Imagination Institute. Hey, Lacey, here's a shout out for you. Kate's going to be here in 4 days. Brenda says, love it. Glad you could join me. And Glenn says, no line. That's right. Thank you. Hi. One? Thank you. All right, we're walking right on. Okay, so I'll keep a little bit quiet once the attraction starts so I don't disturb everyone else, but glad you could join me today. Pam, hello from Chicago. Katie says, thanks for doing it. Glad to do so. Priscilla asks if it's been updated. Not in a while. Good morning, Amanda. Gerald liked it better when Dreamfinder was here. I think a lot of folks would agree with you. All right, here we go.
I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. Taste my chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour.
Somehow I think Figment's going to interfere with the tour.
Our first stop is the sound lab. We'll begin by testing your hearing with a series of tones. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? Hello? Who is this? Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All For every sound, your ears are hearing. 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm... by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you could please read line 3 and hit...
With F-I-G-L-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye. Imagination works best when it's set free. Just turn your imagination loose and anything can happen.
Figment? He's gone. Our research shows that smells often trigger the
here's the sticky part.
imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come into play. Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woohoo! You win 1 cent!
Figment, don't! Oh, yes! Really?
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. One auto lip can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your mind may find what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not.
Why didn't I get Rose, man?
You know, I'm...
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really clowns around. Makes downside up and upside down. Now here's a real open house. Come on in. So what do you think? Is it me?
More than you can imagine.
Exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the phrase of the house.
Imagination is just turning your thinking upside down. Come on, it's time to get back to the institute.
I know a shortcut.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. We all have sparks.
Imaginations! That's how our minds create creations.
We set them free, and oh, what they can do. Those magic sparks for me and you.
And me, yeah, because you have a wonderful imagination.
I do? Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Figment. So, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
right at the start of everything that's new. One little spark lights up for you. And now we invite you to set your imaginations free in the image box.
All right, thanks for joining me on a tour of the Imagination Institute. That was kind of fun. Looks like the internet connection held up pretty well. Agnes says she's been on it many times. Holly asked if I was the only one on it. No, there were a few people on it, but the line was very, very short. I actually had a fast pass and really didn't need it at all. Sherry says she loves it. And welcome to the ImageWorks. More Figment. And yes, I did get the skunk smell this time. I always hope for rose or mint, but no such luck there. Looks like Figment's ready to go on a trip. Elizabeth says, thank you from New Jersey. Going to be here in 3 weeks. Glad that you could join me. Leanne says that I'm the best. Thanks for doing it. Very glad to do so. Glad you could join me. Hello, Mark from Philadelphia. Brian says not his favorite, but he'd take it. Michael asks where to next. I'm going to go through the gift shop. We're going to check out the fountains outside for a minute. And yeah, we'll just walk around by imagination for a few minutes before we wrap it up for today. So I appreciate your joining me. You know, these music making machines, the Melody Maker, are not being used right now. Let's see if I can get Figment to dance a little bit. Candace says she's going to be here next week. I hope you have a good trip. Ricardo says I have to ride it again. You know, I think Imagination gets kind of a bad rap. It's probably not what it used to be, but it is a fun attraction, and really you can't beat it for the amount of time you have to wait, which is typically not at all. Heidi says love it. April says, can you be Herb in your next life? Well, this is a volunteer position, so anytime you want to come down and do a broadcast, feel free. All right, welcome to the little shop where you can get all of your Figment stuff. I think this shirt is pretty cool. Let's see what other Figment merchandise they have out today. Here's some books, include Kingdom's Figment, interesting. Got some plush Figments here. Bright purple hats. And even a tie-dye Figment. That makes a statement right there. Billy is going to be here in 4 weeks. Hope you have a good trip. Let's step outside, back into the bright sunlight, see what's going on. JP says, has the hoodie. Cool. Can't beat some Figment stuff. Tracy says the ride is wheelchair accessible. Phil asked me to try the hat on. Hey Phil, aren't you sick? Why are you watching this podcast or this video? No, I hope you're feeling better. Seriously. Maybe this will be part of your healing plan. Angie says love the tie dye. It's bright. Oh, Bill asked where was the lounge. We actually just passed it by. There is now a DVC lounge. And so if you're a DVC member, you can go and check out the upstairs part. Holly asks how the crowds are. You know, I can tell you right now in the Imagination Pavilion, it is not crowded at all. There were a decent number of people coming in today, but I would guess a lot of them are headed back towards Norway. That is the place to be these days. Let's go take a peek at the jumping fountains. Oh yeah, and there's something else over here as well. So it used to be Captain EO until a while ago, and now they have the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. It's actually a lot of fun. If you have a chance, I would say check it out. It's maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. 3D animation, really well done, a lot of fun. So the Magic Eye Theater presents the Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival. Tiffany says New Jersey is hot. Yeah, I think it's hot all over these days. Yeah, let's check out some jumping water. Justin said they need to change the shorts. I think the Disney Pixar Film Festival is relatively new. I don't know. It's been out for several months at least, but it's a fun movie. I would recommend it. Hello, Nicole from New Hampshire. Jack says misses the Figment puppet. Yeah, that was always a ton of fun. It's too bad we can't see the Dreamfinder walk-around character anymore. The gentleman who played that role was pretty amazing. He did a great job. Joel says, good morning from hot and humid Alabama. Paige is going to be here tomorrow. I hope you have a good time. Phil's feeling better. That's good. Just joking with you, Phil. You know that. Hello, Robert from Connecticut. All right, we'll take a few minutes to check out the fountain. It's actually a beautiful, clear day here. It is definitely warm and humid, but it's not as oppressively hot as it has been. Megan says, never got a chance to see Captain EO. That's too bad. It was definitely a groundbreaking film for its time way back when. Chris would like to be at the fountain. It would be a good place to cool off, that's for sure. Oh, just in time for the monorail to go by. All right, everyone, I'll walk back up to the front of the Journey into Imagination Pavilion before we wrap it up for today. So I appreciate your coming along. It's fun to see Figment. Gary says, good day from hot United Kingdom. I have a colleague who is in the UK, and he said it was some of the hottest days of the year right now. Not a lot of AC, so I hope you're holding up well. Colby says the live stream test track. You know, I'm going to try that out one of these days. I need to make sure I plan a fast pass, otherwise you'll hear me kind of stalling for time as I wait for 45 minutes in the queue. But I do want to try that out. I like to test out the connection first, because some spots like Spaceship Earth I found just do not have a good enough connection to be able to do a live broadcast. David says hello. Holly says made her day. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Glad you could join me. Judith asks, what's the temperature? It's probably in the lower 90s by now. It may have even gone up higher than that, but when I got in the car this morning, it was actually in the upper 80s, which is like winter time here. Pretty nice. Emily's going to be here in 3.5 weeks. Adele says she loves Figment. Ed loves Disney. Glad you could join me. Susan says, thank you, always a treat. You are very welcome. Glad that you could join me today. So thanks very much, everyone. If you enjoyed the broadcast, be sure to follow or subscribe or like whatever sort of button you see by the video so that Facebook will notify you with future broadcasts. I typically broadcast on Saturday mornings. Sometimes I get a bonus in now and then, and sometimes I miss a Saturday. But glad to do it. Glad to have you along. So thanks very much, everyone, for joining me on a ride, Journey into Imagination. I hope you have a great Saturday and a great weekend, and God bless. Thank you.